Welcome back to Never Don't Ask with me, John Martin, and we have another station review. And we're back to another station that I took footage for early in my project, and on choosing Bognor Regis in West Sussex on Southern Rail, I found out they didn't have the 10 or 15 minutes of footage that I want. In fact, I didn't have 5. So I don't quite know what the camera wasn't recording, but since it's at the other end of the country, I'm planning on going back. We'll delve into the archives and find some images of yore. Bognor Regis station fronts onto Station Road, with entrances on the side to Richmond Road and Longford Road. The pedestrian town centre is to the south-east, with the seafront about 500 metres away. Bognor Regis is the only station on its branch line, linked to the rest of Southern Rail network at Barham, 3.6 miles away. Let's rewind the clock to the mid-1800s when railways were spreading across Britain like jam on toast. Do you prefer jam and butter on toast? Leave a comment. The London, Brighton and South Coast Railway had already opened up its line along the Sussex coast from Worthing to Chichester by 1846, but Bognor itself was left in the dust. Its nearest stop was Woodgate Station, just over 4 miles away. The station doesn't exist anymore. That meant a horse-drawn omnibus for weary travellers, not ideal if you're lugging picnic baskets and sun hats. After several failed proposals in 1845, 1853, 1855 to connect Bognor to the rail network, local businessmen formed the Bognor Railway Company in 1860 with backing from the London, Brighton and South Coast. The Parliament approved the line in 1861. And after a sod-cutting ceremony in April 1863, the branch was opened from Barham to Bognor in June 1864. That same day saw a new junction station was built at Barham and Woodgate Station was closed. Originally the single track and modest scale, the branch's main purpose was practical, getting people from the big railway network straight to the seaside resort rather than relying on carriages and omnibuses. It was about convenience, tapping into the growing market for coastal holidays. The first Bognor station was a simple wooden building with a canopy, fine at first, but it suffered major storm damage in 1892 and again in 1897 when the gale snapped off the spot. Major fire in 1899 destroyed much of the structure, and this meant that a proper rebuilding was made. The new grander facilities with impressive concourse, waiting rooms and a station master's residence and a clock tower was opened in 1902. As holiday traffic increased, day trippers from London, especially, the branch was doubled. Work began in 1902 and this was complete by 1911. Demonstrating here how things now started taking longer and longer to build on the network, improving capacity and efficiency. Around the same time, through trains to London started running more regularly. These first appeared in the timetables in 1903. The 1921 Railways Act grouped many private railway companies together into larger ones. Bognor's line became part of the Southern Railway in 1923, inheriting a wide network stretching across southeastern England. The town was renamed Bognor Regis, Regis meaning of the king, after King George V recuperated here following illness in 1928. The railway station name was updated accordingly in 1930. Big transformation came in the 1930s under Southern Railway's electrification project. The Portsmouth No. 2 electrification scheme extended third rail electrification all the way to Bognor. Platforms at both Barham and Bognor were lengthened to handle the longer electric trains, and new siding and signalling upgrades were added. The official inauguration was the 30th of June 1938, with regular electric services beginning the 2nd of July 1938, ending the era of steam for regular passenger services on the branch. The station's Edwardian architecture was recognised as Grade 2 listed status on the 8th of August 1989, protecting its historic character and elegance. In recent years, the station has seen significant improvements, including a £2.5 million enhancement of the forecourt, building frontage and heritage features as part of the town centre's regeneration efforts. There are 4 bay platforms here. Platforms 1 and 2 are a pair. Platforms 3 and 4 are a pair. 1 is 251 metres long, 2 is 253 metres long, 3 is 254 metres, and 4 being much shorter at 130. There is a slight curve to the platforms which leads to different length. There are also some carriage sidings alongside the platforms, 3 to the west of platform 1 and 1 in between platforms 2 and 3. Department for Transport classes this as a D category station for medium staffed stations. Marks for services, 5 out of 10. We have 4 departures an hour from Bognor on average. 2 of these are shuttles to Barham, where it connects to the Portsmouth and Southampton Brighton Coastway line. It's a 7-minute journey. The other 2 are services to London Victoria. The service calls at the stations along the Arun Valley and joins up with the Portsmouth Harbour service, which runs semi-fast then to Victoria. Horsham is 45 minutes away. There's a 10-minute wait at Horsham for the trains to join up. Gatwick Airport is an hour and a quarter away. Victoria is reached 10 minutes short of 2 hours. Top destination is Bourne, with 120,762 journeys. The 24-25 figures has this at 1,086,762 entries and exits. This works out at just over 2,977 passengers a day. There are 947 services a week, which is a smidge over 2 passengers per train. Passenger numbers are up from previous years and pretty much on the same level as pre-COVID. This isn't anywhere near the figures of pre-2016, but industrial action and service changes have seen an ongoing reduction in passengers. Marks for onward travel, 2 out of 5. We have the 61 that runs between Westmead and Bognor. The 62 is Rolls Green to Bognor. The 63 runs between Bognor Regis and Elmer. The 66A and 66C are circulars that run every few hours from Bognor Regis High Street through Barnham and Yapton. The 600 runs Chichester to Bognor. The 700 from Chichester to Littlehampton, and the 707 from Chichester to Bognor. Most of these buses run every 2 hours. Marks for accessibility, 8 out of 10. It's a staff station. Indicators, announcements. All 4 platforms are level access from the station. Marks for station facilities, 5 out of 10. The main concourse of the station is fully covered. There are canopies over the platforms. We have a ticket booth. We have ticket machines. We have a phone booth. We have a waiting room. Oh, this was boarded off when I went there. There's a cafe here, and some of the station buildings have been taken over by The Track, which is a space for freelancers to work and also supports business events. There are toilets here, there is cycle storage, and according to the semi-fictional National Rail website, there are 95 parking spaces, 4 which are accessible. Marks for care and character, 14 out of 20. It's a seaside terminus station, it's a pleasant feel. It hasn't been left to rot and fade away. The period look has been maintained, and where appropriate, modern uses have been found for the spaces no longer needed by the railway, and these are still beneficial to the wider community. The roof over the concourse is nice and airy and provides plenty of space for people to mill around. And there are a lot of good, well-tended flower beds here. While the station frontage is very neat, very tidy, quite elegant, it's let down by one of the windows being boarded up. And on the platform, one of the platforms, there is a large cargo container that's just sitting there rotting with various holes in the stuff around it. It's kind of like they're using that platform just as a dumping ground, and that drags down a couple of marks. Marks for nearby things, 6 out of 10. We have a smart looking cinema opposite, and the station pub is at the corner of Station Road and Richmond Road. The pedestrianised shopping street off London Road is just a couple of minutes away, and at the end of that, you're at the beach, and that's about 10 minutes away. Overall, totting this up, we get 40 out of 65, which gives us 62%. It's a station that has Good service, reasonable facilities for its type, and is pretty well fit for purpose. Having more frequent transport links will improve it. As for Bognor Regis itself, well, this isn't a resort review. So leave your reviews on that town below in the comments. I have to say I didn't catch it at its best. I visited there over the summer. It was sweltering at just a few miles inland, but when I reached the coast, everything was grey and drizzly. Once again, I thank you for watching this as I travel around the country. Please like, subscribe and ring that bell to be notified of the next station review. Till next time.